Yeah, okay, it is done. Now, if you want to explore whether it is installed let's try to view our profile. Okay, so this is the comment that you can use it after you. Okay, sorry. Before that, we need to establish a session with our Okta, right? So, basically, what we did in this Postman API, we have established a session by using this API key, right? Likewise, same thing. We need to establish a session from our PowerShell first. Okay. So how you can do that is, we need a comment. Yeah, so this is the comment that you need to run. Okay, for example, what it is, Connect Okta. And this is the API key that we have and this is the... Okay, before running any in PowerShell, first and foremost thing is you need to run this install module. Install module, Okta API. Once that is done, you need to establish a connection between your PowerShell window to your Okta application. Okay, so you have to run this now. You can see it is connected. Now let's try to run this query. Get Okta User me, which means I am just getting my information. Okay, so here you can see. First name is Okta. Last name is training, the mobile number, country code and what is my email ID? What is my login ID? So everything will be populated here. Okay, now let's say I want to get my user ID to be added to one group. What I can do is I have different set of comments here, okay, or add -Okta group member, which means I can add a user to a group. This is an user ID and this is a group ID. If you want to get this comment, you can get it. You will get it here. Yeah, so add user to the group. You can see, right? So what you need to do is you need to copy this comment. So it is asking for group ID and it is asking for user ID. Okay, so what you need to do is first link where we getting all these. GitHub repository where you can get it from anywhere, like, for example, if you want to get some comment for any user actions. What you can do is you can just search PowerShell script for user edition, like that. If you search, you will get it. You know there are plenty of tools available. I'm just sharing few things. Okay, the first one will give you a basic comments. Second one will give you a comment specific to your Okta user addition and group removals. Okay, user addition to a group. Group removal for an user. Likewise. Okay, vice versa. So you can maybe use both this URL, so you will get more details on this. Okay, now let me try to get an user ID and let me try to look at a group ID. I will add this user first. I hope don't have any groups. Okay, I'll get this user ID first. Add here in the user ID, okay, and the group ID, which group I want to add. Let's say I want to add any group. Let's take this Okta API group. I want to add this. So copy this group ID update in the group ID tab. Okay, copy and run the script. Yeah, it is added. You'll get one user here, whatever the user that we have added. Okay, likewise what? Why I'm saying this is somewhat an easy one. Right, you can just copy this like this, okay, and an Excel Microsoft Excel, okay, paste it like this, okay. Just split it like this, okay, okay, so you can split it like this in the last. What you can do is you can write some concatenate query which will merge everything. Okay, so if you see it, just merge the query. What you can do is you just copy this entirely. You can add multiple groups here. You can add multiple users here. Okay, apply the same formula to all the remaining rows also. Let me show you, no issues. I will show you this. Okay, so here you can see this, automatically generating this query. If I take this query, completely okay, and I will paste it here, the PowerShell window automatically. All the users will be added. Next, 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 next. Maybe I can show you detail. I'll just show you only for 3 or 4 users, so that you will understand. So what we will do is we will try to update the 2 users here and 2 different groups. Let's say, I want this to use this. Okay, I'll just copy this user ID, paste it in the user ID tab and just copy this next user ID and update here. And I need a group ID, one group I want. So what I can do is I can just open one group. Take a group that doesn't have any users. Okay, copy this group ID. I want both the users to be added to this group. One group only, okay, or else, if you want, you can add multiple groups also. Now, the query has been generated. Copy this query before placing it. Just make sure no spaces are there. So for that we need to paste it here. Okay, that's it. To users I have added immediately. If I prefer, like this, and if you want you can prefer hundreds and thousands of lists also like this. Okay, you can get an Excel script like this. You can just copy this entire row. Okay, paste it in this window automatically, it will run. And if I go and refresh this page, you can see 2 more users has been added. So is it clear? Any questions? Okay, so we have discussed about applications, API using PowerShell. Okay, bulk users, solution is still pending.